La 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 la, love is love. La 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 la, love is love. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you, you. Let's talk about me, me. Let's talk about la 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 la, love is love.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Andrea with Andrea's Reborn Nest, also called or known as Our Reborn Nest. Sorry about the confusion with the name. I still have some technical problems with the wall, changing the wallpaper, and I'm not a very big techie. That's not my thing. So everything as far as technology is concerned always takes me a little bit longer than it does the younger people. Let me just take a sip of water. So with that being said, in the frame today we have Ivy, which, as you know, is, I'm going to get out of the window a little bit, is the JC Sculpt. It's a bountiful baby, and she was reborn by Leticia Moreno, and I am contemplating selling her because my husband, just for my birthday, bought me a baby that I really, a kid that I really liked and really have been looking for. And my collection is getting pretty big, and as everybody know, how I feel about this baby. The baby itself is completely fine. It's completely perfect in every way. It is perfectly painted. It is perfectly rooted. The hair is fantastic, as you can tell, and I haven't even brushed the hair. This is her, in the back is her signature red spot of Leticia Moreno. She is not very, to take pictures of this baby is rather hard because she looks better in real life than she does on pictures. So what my idea is with this baby, there is actually a follower of mine. It's a young woman, and she has been wanting a reborn baby for a long time, and she just doesn't have the money for it. And let's face it, this hobby is a pretty expensive hobby, and I don't like that part of it, that it's like such an elite hobby, unless you buy like cheaper versions, which are fine, which are completely fine. When I started 3 years ago in this hobby, I bought a Saskia and what else was it? A Saskia and a Penny. And the Saskia came from Paris Alley Reborns from Crystal. She was fantastic, and I tell you, I paid, I think, $500 for this doll, and she came with everything that that Crystal puts her babies in, which is like these very vintage dresses with a little bracelet that has the Eiffel Tower on it, the pacifier with that is on a little chain or little ribbon, the old-fashioned pacifiers. Everything came with it. It was so fantastic. I paid $500 for that, and now try to find anything for $500 online that is this quality. It's just not happening. Hold on for just 1 second. I forgot to get a pair of scissors. Just 1 second. I'll be right back. So I don't know what happened to this hobby, why all of a sudden this hobby is becoming so outrageously expensive. You know, I understand inflation, but inflation in 3 years, like, you know, 300% inflation is a little bit much. So anyway, so this woman really wants a reborn, and she loves my collection. So what I'm thinking about doing is, if she contacts me, I'm going to give her an option to buy this baby at a really good price, and I will take payments from her, because I feel that everybody has a right to have a reborn if this is really their dream. And if, you know, if I can help make somebody happy, that is more important to me than a couple of bucks of profit, which I never made profit of any of my babies, and which is not really why I'm in this hobby. Speaking of money and profit, I'm going to change her right now. I want to see what this outfit looks like, because all the other babies have always been a little bit too big, and she is like so tiny that I think this might fit her actually. And whoever buys this, of course, I will send this along. I will send this outfit along. I mean, and I buy really good quality clothing. I've sent a little booties along, a really fluffy blanket like this, and a passy. I think this is all part of, look at the Tootsies, they're so cute. This is all part of the dolls sales, I believe. So I've been contacted by a couple of people who want my address to send me Happy Mail, and I just want to say thank you so much for wanting to send me Happy Mail. I would, however, prefer for you guys to wait for this young girl to come forward, and maybe you can send an outfit to me, and that I can put into the box with this baby. And because I have enough stuff, and I don't want, you know, my opinion on my channel to be at all influenced by Happy Mail or people that send me stuff. My opinion is my opinion. I don't want any, you know, gray areas here. So that's why I thank you for wanting to send me Happy Mail, but I really honestly, you know, I'm flattered and I'm really thankful that you're thinking of me that way, but first of all, I don't need it, and second of all, I want my opinion to be completely unbiased. For the people that are completely in love with Leticia Moreno's work and are looking for a JC Sculpt, please let me know. If this woman doesn't come forward, I will only sell to my followers. I will not sell to anybody else. If my followers are not interested, I probably will send this baby to my mother, whose birthday is in September and who has always wanted a reborn baby. And my niece is coming back out in November, and I think I'm gonna give this baby to take home to Germany for my mom. So I don't want this to go to anybody that I don't know, to anybody I don't trust. So that's how that goes. So speaking of selling the dolls that are in our collection, and the clothing or the extras, the accessories that come with these babies, I'm a little bewildered actually. I saw, look at this, looks so cute. It fits her perfectly. Alright, let's go. Come on, you little Michigan. I saw a video yesterday by, actually my girlfriend was pointing it out to me, and I just kind of like zoomed through it because I don't want to give this person airtime. And it's from Reborn Doll Collectors. She apparently has another doll for sale, and actually I won this bet because we both and David all said, okay, let's see how long it's going to take her to sell this doll, because this doll just came to her like about a month or 6 weeks ago. And I said, okay, she'll sell it within a month. And my husband says, oh, well, no, she'll keep it for at least 3 months. And that would be normal. Maybe if you're not really into it, you will at least give it a chance. So I think I won that bet. Anyway, so in this video, it was very odd when she talked about what was coming with this doll. And if you watch the box opening of this doll came from Europe somewhere, I think France or maybe Russia, I'm not sure. But she basically like flat out said, oh, when this doll gets sold, none of all the things that came with this doll, all the clothes I will be selling on my Instagram shop. So none of the clothes are part of the sale. And the doll has a magnet in her mouth, but I can't find the magnet, so I'm not going to send a magnet. And if I find the magnet, then it's a gift from me to you. Now, I'm a little unclear about this whole thing. I always thought that when you sell, an expensive doll, when you sell an expensive doll, you send whatever came with the doll, because that's part of the price. Now, unless you sell this doll for half of what you paid for, which, look at what I paid for this. I paid for this $950. Everybody knows that. And I got none of the stuff that came with this doll, which she sold on everything that came with this doll she sold on Instagram. So I want to ask you, is that really not important what you guys get with this doll? Maybe I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I've sold 2 dolls since I've been on YouTube, and 6 altogether since I've been in this hobby for 3 years. Every one of the dolls I sent with, everything that the doll came with originally. I sent with a pacifier, I sent with blankets, I sent with a, I bubble wrapped, and I also put 1 or 2 outfits that are brand new in there, just to, as a surprise for the mom. So if maybe I'm like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe, that's not really needed or wanted or appreciated, but from what I've seen from my eBay account, I have 100% satisfaction. Everybody loves what I send. I sent one baby to Canada, and the woman was completely blown away by how I shipped and what I included. And there's a couple of other ones that went to the United States, where the people were completely blown away by, the amount of stuff that I sent with these babies. So I don't know. I mean, do you care? I mean, I would think that, if you pay anything over $500 or $600 for a used doll, I think you should get, that's just my opinion, you should get what this doll came with originally. And that's clearly not the case for some in the community, because I think that if you sell a doll for $900 or $800, that doesn't look good, then I think you should send whatever came with this doll, period. That's just my humble opinion. And if you don't, at least don't make it public that you are actually making money off the clothing and the accessories that came with this doll. So I just want to know from you guys how you feel about this. Because like I said, maybe I've been going overboard and I've been doing this completely wrong and people just don't care. But from what I have heard, yeah, people do care. And people do like to have nice things, because that's what makes the babies, that's what makes you fall in love with the babies. It's like going to Toys R Us and picking out an American Girl doll. I mean, not American Girl doll, but those Journey dolls, or go to the American Girl store and picking out a doll, and the salesperson says, okay, yeah, you can have this doll for $100, but all the clothes, you get the clothes, you get the baby naked. Or I have some used clothes here that was a return, you can have that. I mean, would you buy that? No, because that to me automatically means that the baby now is worth less money. Because let's face it, all this clothes cost money, and that's what makes these dolls really so expensive. The more expensive the dolls are, the more they come with designer clothes or knit clothes, you know, Spanish knit or things like that. So unless you want to take like a big hit, which I'm going to take a big hit on this one, which is fine. And I'm still going to send stuff with her because that's just me. I'm a very giving person, and that's just my nature. So let me know what your thought is on this, and I would love to know, because I've been hearing, you know, mainly, yeah, everything should come with it, but then there's a couple of people that are in her camp that say, no, you don't buy the doll for the clothing. No, you don't buy it for the clothing, obviously, but whatever came with the doll should be included, especially if you want a high-end price for it. What else was there? Oh yeah, and then it's interesting when you say, you know, all sales are final, no returns, no refunds, and then contact me in an email to discuss terms. Well, the terms you already discussed. You don't take refunds or returns, so what other terms are there really to discuss? With my babies, you always have a chance to return the doll within 48 hours. I'm just asking you to pay for the shipping. I've always done that because I understand that, you know, the dolls don't always, you know, look the way you assume or look the way you think they look, and I want you to be completely satisfied. And I've never said no returns, ever. Not on a doll, not on toys, not on clothing, not on handbags I've sold, designer handbags. It's, you know, if you're not completely satisfied, and especially with these babies, you need to have a bond with them. And to me, I would never buy anything where the first thing I'm told is you can't return this. And I don't take PayPal goods and services. To me, that's a completely red flag. So I take PayPal goods and services. I do take returns. All I'm asking for you is to pay for the shipping, because I think that's fair. And everything that you see that the baby wears when I sell is what you receive with this baby. If you rather have what this baby came with, I can give you that too, but I tell you, you don't want it. You're much better off. This is a Next outfit, and so is this, I think. Yeah, this is Next as well. I buy from Next Mother Care. I buy a lot of knitted stuff from Etsy. I buy from a lot of different companies, but pretty much once in a while I find something really cute at Target, and I buy that too. I'm not a snob, but because these are babies and they don't mess up the clothes, they don't spit up, they don't poop in the diapers, so you know, the clothing stays pretty clean and fresh and new. So, you know, I don't mind spending a little bit of extra money on these babies. So a couple of thoughts from me to you guys as to how you feel about what should be put into a box. What do you expect? And does your expectation have anything to do with how much money you spend on this doll? because I could be completely wrong and completely overdo the whole thing. I just know what I like when I receive a box opening and what I appreciate, and for me it always starts with the box opening, how I feel about the baby. If the box opening is, you know, put together poorly with little or no thought, that automatically takes away about 50% of my feeling towards the baby. So that's my thought for the day. Please let me know what you feel about the new intro that I'm posting with this video. I just finished that last night. Let me know which one you prefer, this new one or the old one. And if you don't have any preference one way or the other, then I will decide. Maybe I'll go back and forth with the intros. Like I said, this baby, I'm not taking anything away from Leticia Moreno as an artist, even though she did a very unethical thing as far as listening to gossip and hearsay when making a deal with her client. But as far as her talent is concerned, her talent is definitely there, and I've never questioned the talent, and that's actually the reason why I bought this baby to begin with, because I wanted to see what her babies look like in real life, not just on film or in a picture. So these are the feet. Beautiful. So little ankles. These are the hands. And like I said, I'm not desperate to sell this little girl. I just want to make somebody happy that has been wanting a baby, and if I can do that, I'll be very happy to do that. If not, it's just going to go to my mom, or it's going to go to one of my followers that has been wanting like a baby from this artist and just has not been able to afford her. I will give you a very, very fair deal. I can tell you from my customers, they all tell me I'm extremely fair with my prices. So until next time, I will say thank you. I will say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us and our channel, for being there, for all the comments, all the love, all the support. As we all know, these channels wouldn't exist if it wasn't for our subscribers. Yay! You are such a grumpy little thing. She is. She's really grumpy. See, look at that. Look at that. She's so grumpy. She wants to go back to sleep. So, thank you everyone for watching. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you, I don't know, maybe Monday? I'm not sure. What's today? Friday? If I do an outing, I'll do a video, but I don't know yet what I want to do. So hey, why so grumpy? Why so grumpy? These babies are really so cute. And they're so much more than reborn babies. They really are. You little scratch. Need a scratch mitten. Because you got a little scratch right there. Yeah, what happened there? So, Anyway, thank you and have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Be kind to one another and let your love multiply. And we say, from one grumpy person to another. No, you're not grumpy. You're good people. Thank you so much for supporting us. Ciao.
Oh, say goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye.
Looking for someone all these years that can understand